Sudhanshu Trivedi ji, I am speaking to you on behalf of all the people of the country. I know you have got 241, you should have got 300 to be comfortable, but you have to deliver the uniform civil code, Mr. Trivedi. You can't say, and stop laughing like that, Mr. Tariq Lari, unless you are a supporter of the kind of injustice.
Shame on the BJP government 10-year rule. Shame on the BJP government 10-year rule. No UCC.
300 पार का सपना अभी तक आपका उतरा नहीं है। 300 पार का सपना आप तो रोक दीजिए। 400 पार का था, अब 300 पे आ गए, अब 300 पार का फिलहाल रोक दीजिए। इस बात पे मैं हंसा हूँ।
Sudhanshu Trivedi, Atik, stop behaving like a kindergarten student. Let Sudhanshu reply. Sudhanshu, the Supreme Court.
Your words will be.
Sudhanshu, the Supreme Court has given a clear indication of its thinking.
Has no words.
The issue of the
Sudhanshu. 1 minute, Atikur Rahman. Are you a nursery school backbencher?
all women rights activists
Who's this insane person?
in this country, this was very strange that all the so-called champions of the women rights never spoken a single word that the Muslim woman was not having a right to get the maintenance. Never spoken a single word that the Muslim woman doesn't have right to give a triple talaq. It is one-way traffic. Only man can give, women cannot give. Third, none of the women rights activists have ever spoken about the legal validity of the multiple wives and the 4 wives. But for the first time, at least on the one dimension, that is the maintenance, Supreme Court has given that in eyes of law, all women are equal, irrespective of their religion, faith, and devotion. So that is commendable. But the other dimension is more significant. You know, those who were having the constitution in their hand and they were saying that they are the protector of the constitution, they have put the constitution of the country in biggest danger 39 years before. It is the only example in the entire world. If the Supreme Court has given a directive which was in contradiction to Sharia, then the Parliament of the country has trounced the decision of the Supreme Court and put Sharia over and above the Constitution.
Sir, why you
So in a way, you have made this country a partial Muslim state. Otherwise, I challenge, you quote a single secular country in the entire world in which the provisions of Sharia are over and above Supreme Court, that too by the act of the Parliament. So Supreme Court has tried to restore the true secular character of this country.
Where is the question?
Otherwise, again, I would like to say, other than Muslim countries,
sir, state, you were in power.
कितना भी नाराज हो लीजिए, मुझे एक non-Muslim country बता के जाइएगा, जहाँ शरिया सुप्रीम कोर्ट से ऊपर हो, जहाँ ट्रिपल तलाक, हलाला, मेहरम, हज सब्सिडी, वक्फ बोर्ड और इमामों को सैलरी गवर्नमेंट ट्रेजरी से दी जाती है. That's why I am saying, in Congress regime, the country was a partial Muslim country by constitution, and the Supreme Court judgment is a landmark verdict which is shifting India towards a true secular state. So both the dimension on the issue of the women right and on the issue of making India a true secular state, this is a watershed movement in the constitutional history of India.
Now, viewers, my point tonight is this, that we looked at the elections. Tariq Lari, I am coming to you. I am coming to you, Tariq Lari. Viewers, many of you are asking me tonight, why are you focusing on the Supreme Court verdict? Because I am looking at what is right and wrong and what this court will uphold. It does not matter to me that Tariq Lari or Asif Sohail or Ahmad Ayaz will oppose UCC. I believe strongly that the vast majority of people in this country support UCC. It is only a small group of radical fanatic type people who are against UCC. And
in other words, we can say that we don't matter. In other words, you say that we don't matter perhaps.
Can I complete what I am saying before you try to spin it your own way?
No.
You matter. You matter, but democracy also matters. 1 minute. Ahmad Ayaz, you matter. But democracy matters. What I am saying, you matter. You matter, but you don't matter in terms of the law. The Supreme Court matters. The Supreme Court has said UCC is right. Beyond that, you don't matter. I don't matter.
There is a constitution above all. There is a constitution above all.
What is? Constitution says you should.
There's a constitution above all and.
Above all, kya? What does the UCC is part of the Constitution. Don't you know this much? Don't you know this much? Aren't you aware of even this simple point? Aren't you even aware of one point? I am quoting the Constitution. I am quoting for you Article 44 of the Constitution, Directive Principles of State Policy. I am quoting for you the Directive Principles of the Constitution. What are you quoting? What are you quoting? No, 1 minute.
I am quoting 25 Article 25 of the Constitution, which recognizes the personal laws in the country. Through that article, the personal laws in the country are recognized.